All right, hello everyone on the internet playing Penny Dreadful. Now, if you're new to the format, what Penny Dreadful is it's the format where every card has to cost 0.01 ticks at the time of standard rotation. So, the most budget format, kind of by definition, this entire deck costs less than 50 cents once you take into fact that these are free, the basic lands. So you're looking at a whole deck, less than 50 cents. It's really fun to brew in, tons of old cards, really powerful cards in it. So it's super fun. If you haven't tried it out, I would recommend trying it out. Now, I want to show this deck today. This is one I just got done doing a league run with. Came out of the league 4-1, and I could have made it at 5-0, but I am stupid and misplayed. Literally had lethal and missed it. So the deck is good. I am not that good, but the deck is good. So this is Sultai Emerge. We have pretty basic setups. We are looking to get these guys, the Primal Druid, Foul Emissary, or the Pilgrim's Eye, out early to then emerge onto. Primal Druid draws us a land when it dies, feels good. It also stops up a lot of smaller aggro creatures, which is nice. And if you do have to trade it off, you get a land as a consolation prize, which feels good. Foul Emissary searches the top 4 cards, draws us a creature, feels good, and Pilgrim's Eye goes and searches us out a land, so it makes our land more consistent. We have kind of some utility in Sultai Charm. We can draw cards, we can kill enchantments or artifacts, we can kill monocolored creatures, which that is an important distinction because there are a lot of big Eldrazi decks out there, a lot of the Cloud Post decks. You can't kill their big creatures with Sultai Charm. So keep that in mind. We do have Murder, though, kills any creature, which is good. Priest of the Bloodright is another good emerge body because it does cost 5, and you want to kill the body that costs 5. And then you leave a 5/5 Black Demon with flying left over, which is very, very good. It's a little too heavy on the mana base with the double black to run more than 2 of, and it's also just kind of weird in the curve. So I think the 2 of is the right amount of that. It does feel very good when you get to play them. Typically you can kill the priest, on the next turn. Yeah, so this guy doesn't hang out hitting you for 2 that long. And sometimes you can even kill it the turn that comes out. So for our emerge creatures, we have Wretched Gryff, draws us a card, 3/4 flying body, feels nice. I've won games on Wretched Gryff, just hitting for 3 over and over again. Vexing Scuttler pulls back a instant or sorcery, so you can just pull back more removal, or you can pull back Grapple with the Past and just keep the creature chain going. I really like having Grapple with the Past and Vexing Scuttler. You can just get back more creatures, get back more emerge. It's really nice. Lashweed Lurker bounces something back to the top of their deck, so it burns a draw thing and gets something off of the board. And remember that this can bounce creatures, but it can also, it bounces anything that's a non-land. So you can bounce enchantments, you can bounce artifacts, which comes in handy. It's really good. And I like having the 1 of Drownyard Behemoth. Once you blank 1 piece of removal with Drownyard Behemoth, for the rest of the game they're going to be hesitant. They're going to be like, oh, does he have Drownyard Behemoth? And it's just fun. The 5/7 body is the biggest one we run, so it does make a killer blocker. It's a little big, so I only run 1 of it. I do have another over in the side, but I like the 1. Now, in the sideboard, we're looking at 4 of Infest. This is what you're going to want against token decks. This deck, the worst matchup is kind of the token, tribal, go wide sort of decks. So Infest is about the only thing that's going to win you those matchups. That and getting really lucky with a Fog. Now, Fog is nice against combo decks, also nice against just really close creature matchups. If they swing in and you can Fog an attack step and kill them on the backswing, that comes in handy. That feels good. Gnarlwood Dryad is good against decks that just have 1 big beater, so I pull that in against the Cloud Post decks. Just the Death Touch makes it really hard to attack into, and this deck gets a Delirium pretty easily. Not the easiest, but it doesn't. I mean, a 1/1 death touch and a 3/3 death touch are not too different in those matchups. Civic Charm, just nice more utility. Gives things hexproof against really removal heavy matchups. You can give it, and then the pump comes into hand, bouncing something back to the hand. It's nice in a lot of matchups. So I don't like main board it, but it's good in the side. And then Mockery of Nature, just something you can kill more artifacts, more enchantments if that comes up. So that's the rundown of what each card is doing in the matchup. Now I'll record some play videos and talk through my thought process as I play. So that will be in the next video. Thanks.